Hey. I gotta stop looking at myself and look at the camera. But anyway, hey, how y'all doing? What's going on, everybody? I am El Roshan. I'm coming back at y'all again with another video. Oh, stop what you're doing. If you are new to my channel, this your first time around, go ahead and hit that like button. Go ahead, look around too, peruse. If you like what you see for real, go ahead and hit that subscribe button too. Thank you and shout out to all my new subscribers. Thank y'all. Y'all came through, show love too, and y'all hanging around. So hey, I see you. I see every last one of you. Hey. But yeah, we back again with another video. We're gonna call this a wrap up of the year, catch up of the year, because I have not been here in a while. Two, we need to talk, y'all. Everybody powers activated yet? We did that. We hypey. I'm gonna use mine today. Mine gonna be talking y'all head off a little bit. Y'all know I talk too much. If you notice this setup I have familiar in my Papa Legba and Ancestor Altar video, go ahead, y'all can. I got links down below to everything, to majority everything. But we are going to incorporate a little bit of tarot into the mix too as well. We're gonna throw a little couple cards out there just to add on to the topics at hand. Just like I really haven't seen y'all in a minute, and I don't want to go into 2021 without bringing a word and without, you know, incorporating something else I want to add on to the channel as well. I will be adding different readings too, and we'll be figuring, you know, are you even following me on Instagram? We're going to bring it to that platform as well. So without further ado, let's get into what we're going to call this segment, Tarot with the Tea. Get it? Because it's tea. And I'm literally drinking tea. Like today I'm drinking tea. I don't know how good y'all festivities was and whatnot, but hey, good for y'all. Glad y'all. It's just a blessing to wake up to see another day. That's what I'm going to say too, okay? Whatever you celebrate, Christmas, Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, holiday, Merry holiday to you. We chilled, we relaxed. We kept it cute or whatever. But let's first get into this just a small review, since we're gonna be incorporating, because I really do appreciate artistry and people's practice too, especially somebody who is learning and following and getting into different aspects of African rooted spirituality. So this deck is by the author. Her name is Tayana Lee McQuiller, and she is a author of different other books as well, and works that involve root work and hoodoo and southern magic, if you will. And the artist of is, what is her name? I keep saying Angelica in my head, but I know her last name is Caitlin. Her name Caitlin. Yeah. Foisey, and she's the artist of this. Check the artwork. I love it. First off, this is called Hoodoo Tarot too, if I didn't already say it. Hoodoo Tarot. You see the state of Texas, Louisiana, all the way through the southern states below the Mason-Dixie. All the way to the Carolinas as well, and a beautiful key with it. And I enjoy it because it still is in tune with the classic Rider-Waite deck. However, it incorporates a lot of, I had one in particular. I had to go look for it. But if you're familiar with, like I say, the regular, well, classic Rider-Waite deck, this still goes in line with it, but it still has imagery of actual figures in history that have something to do with southern root work or southern magic, hoodoo, and what call it more so the indigenous and African American perspective. And it also, I just love the artwork. So one of the first cards These are some of my favorite cards in tarot, believe it or not. But the big house, this is the first one. And this card, it represents traditionally the Tower card. And the Tower, it involves, you see, we're going to get to the Tower just specifically, but what you see right in front of you, it looks like those classic antebellum homes that people love to take tours of. People love to get married in them, but they're the beautiful plantation homes, and through the lens of somebody of different perspectives, it's just beautiful and it's ravishing and it's luxury. But to others, you can see the people falling off the rooftops. It's terror, it's horror. Some places I do want to visit, like the Whitney Plantation in Louisiana, because they respectfully involve those who were a part of making it happen, making it stay, sustaining it. But this card in classic tarot represents a clear transition you're gonna go through, and it's gonna be painful. It's like take the knife out in order to wound heal and get whatever you need. I think of Oya. I think of the beautiful Oya, because the regular one has lightning striking through it, and the way she'll come through and help you, the way she'll help you over to the other side to something else, it might get a little ugly for some people, baby, the way she'll do it. But the Tower represents transition. Another serious transition. But after this card comes the Star, comes hope, comes something beautiful. So there's always, that's why I like this card, there's always a brighter day. The brighter day is coming. You hit rock bottom, so we're going here. Another card all about transitions is number 13, and that is the Ancestors. And if you are familiar with the Ancestors, yeah, it look kind of creepy. It's a baby in a crib, and half her pretty face is a skull. Think of it like Coco. Because ancestors represent death. Okay, y'all told you know I love October. You know I love October, and that's number 13 in tarot, and that is what that symbolizes. And with death, it is also a transition, and it's not just literally life or death, but it is just the involving and overall cycle of life and your connection to things before you and things after you. I love October because that was Halloween, and Halloween I came to learn and love it as a day to celebrate your loved ones, people that have passed on. Shout out to and love to the Getty. Think of Dia de los Muertos if you want to go there. Like I said, Coco. My dad's birthday is October 30th. All of my his dad, all of them, their birthday is in October on his side. So that also makes me appreciate it. But even I'm talking to you in December, and this is a time where I speak on my father a lot. He passed away, not the day of his transitioning is in a couple of days in this month. So this month used to have different meanings, but when you grab a hold, and y'all, a lot of my people throughout this year, and I'm sure for some of y'all may have experienced it as well, people going through transitions and leaving this realm as well too. I know a lot of y'all are going through it. When you finally get an understanding of it and see the beauty of this card, you see that baby in the crib. You notice how grandbabies and grandparents have stronger connections. That's because one is entering into this realm from the darkness and one is making their way out. So there's this bond. My baby got into the Lion King, baby, okay? He started understanding about ancestors and the importance of them. So I love this card. It's beautiful. But we're going to follow with Father Sims. And I really, because that purple is on deck, first off. But Father Sims, he represents temperance in tarot. And what you see in front of you, let's talk about him for a second. Other than that's purple getting it, and see he's pointing to that rooster. Who he is, if you are familiar with Zora Neale Hurston, who is wonderful, beautiful energy and spirit, a philanthropist, a renowned author. She's somebody that read about her. Read about her. Her energy came at a point when I needed it, because she was all about connecting the diaspora. Southern girl from the States, but wanting to understand us as a whole, as a people, and spiritually our connection as well. And she traveled to the Congo, she traveled to the Caribbean, i.e. Jamaica, Haiti, and she made her way to New Orleans, where she met up with Father Sims. And he's the one reading some of her writings talked about him being with the candle magic. He put her on. Now, what this card represents, you see he's pouring into that rooster. He's in the water. Usually it'll be 1 foot in, 1 foot out of the water. It's like alchemy. You are somebody who, you got to know when to hold them, when to fold them. I always say that. Know when to stay, know when to go, know when to, what the temperature needs to be set, if that makes any sense. But it's about intuition as well, knowing your intuition, but being cognizant of what you need to do with the information you receive, and how do you react to it. With just appropriate times to do appropriate things. That's what I feel like with temperance. There's a balance. It's a state of mastery and a state of control over knowing what to do about the situations. It's an angel in this picture too. So there's always some upper. And anytime there's an angel or something coming down for me, I be feeling like, baby, this is good. But yeah, we gonna get into it. We gonna just throw a couple. The concept I want to do, even though I'm just talking normally about everything that we usually talk to, which a lot of it is things pertaining to that of the beautiful diaspora, things that going on throughout the world, especially, is what we get into. We talking about the world, Craig, the world, everything. But y'all know I love us. If you are new to my channel, just go be nosy. Some content is going to be repetitive. Some of my videos, y'all show love to my spirituality videos. Y'all really do, and I'm so appreciative for sharing my experience with that. But I talk about things that go on with us, that everything unfolds and unfurls, and it's like, see, we just catching up still too, because baby, what is the world going to today? Like I said, happy holidays to y'all. Hope everybody celebrated how they wanted to. I know we have been so restricted with things going on with Miss Rona. I don't know if I can say the whole name, because Instagram and all them and YouTube and everybody is shadow banning. But we're going to talk about the pandemic too. But let's start off, first off, let's go to the cosmos, since we feeling fancy, okay? We feeling up there, so let's go ahead. Did the powers come? Did the powers with the powers combine? My people, melanated people, did you get it? Did you fly? Are you shooting lightning like Storm? Look here now. I'm getting I'm not forced, but astrology and astronomy and star systems is that whole situation is coming more and more and more into my realm, because you have no choice but to appreciate the cosmos, the stars, or some people say it's all a facade, but they've been here for quite some time, these planets and these stars and these these beautiful things. And people really do feel like, and I'm gonna have to agree slightly if I'm gonna go with my zodiac sign and believe that I have some traits to it, but yeah, people believe that there's major energy within the stars and the planets and the moon, and I'm gonna agree with some things. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I believe in aliens too, so I'm sure. I thought towards said that, hey, why not? Let's pop off. But I'm gonna say this: the internet is undefeated. Period. Black Twitter, black internet, black, like, y'all are so funny. When I saw the memes of people getting their random powers and doing what they do, just being magical. the specific systems that we are talking about is Saturn and that of Jupiter. And the days of December 21st, these two planets were so, the conjunction, they were so on top and close to each other. They were 0 degrees from each other. That's, 0 degrees of separation. At some point in time, these two planets did it, I feel like earlier in March. And we're gonna connect my theories on my feelings on it, but earlier in March, and they but it wasn't as close. I feel, yeah, it wasn't as close. And these planets, Jupiter and Saturn, they have different energies and different auras and spirits. There are actual gods that people, we gonna talk about one or two that these planets embody. And so when they come together in such a way, it is a time for people in general, just all around, people to really break out and manifest certain things that they want. Like, you literally are planting a seed in this explosive thing that's gonna make it happen. And I found out about a day, we coming out the holiday of December 17th through the 25th. That's when ancient Rome celebrated festivities called Saturnalia, and it has to do with the god Saturn. And throughout that time, there will be no laws at all. The courts will be cut. The courts will be shut down throughout that time, so you can basically get out whatever transgressions or whatever things you have throughout the years, just things you want to get out that you can't really do that any other time you do that. Don't that sound familiar? Real life purge situation going on. If you're familiar with the movie Purge, that's when for 12 hours, this is a film, no laws, and people are slaughtering people in the streets and stealing and fornicating and doing all types of stuff. So yeah, for sure, that's the same thing that was going on. And throughout that time, they would really let loose and celebrate. And I believe they would select somebody to be king of Saturnalia, where they would stuff them, fill them up, make them feel good throughout the whole time, and then in the end, I believe, sacrifice them to the god. Another thing that they did, which would symbolize them being giving and showing gratitude to the god, is they would have a statue of Saturn, and his feet would be shackled would be shackled, and they would take the shackles off. They would take the bounds off of him. It's interesting to me how that goes. Just, I don't know, I could be wrong. Don't let me be the one to lead Sunday Bible school, because I will mess some up. But if I'm not mistaken, wasn't it the Romans who basically crucified the one that we are celebrating when it comes to the holidays and Christmas, the birth of Jesus Christ? And it's interesting because to me, with winter, it is not, and yes, it's about manifesting and getting it what you want and getting it in, but it's also about getting your harvest together, so when it gets warm, so when the spring comes, you'll be able to get it sown and let it unfurl, because springtime is about flowers blooming, the cold going, the winter going away. Winter is dead. Winter is cold. Winter, you are still, like I said, a lot of death. It's about that, because that's the part of the transition. If I had a good conversation with a Jehovah's Witness, beautiful, my son's grandmother, shout out to her, hey, but she was talking about Jesus Christ. This is just hearing somebody else. I've heard this discussion before about how, with that being said, because the winter is about being cold and dark and still and dead, it is his birth is actually in spring. It's warmer in spring. It could make sense if you in a manger in spring than you in a manger in the cold winter. Maybe, just saying. I don't know. But it's a beautiful thing. Just connecting a lot of dots. I'm just saying. Ooh, this one of them. That's one of them. That's one of their energy. 21. This is the garden. This represents the world. The world is ruled by Saturn. The world, the garden. She minded her garden. She tended to her garden. This is a time when gardening and with Black folks and African Americans, this is a time, I like how this deck describes it, where we do it for leisure, where we do it for fun. We grow pretty flowers and some food, but we knew it was embedded in us a long time ago to work fields, you know what I'm saying? But grow things that's something that we've carried for a long time. So to be in a position where you can do it the way you want to do it. You see, she looking lovely too. But this represents the world. This is Saturn, physical things, Capricorn, the physical world, money too. But law, it's. I understand when they say restrictive. I feel like gravity holding, and things are complete. When you think of the world with tarot, things coming to completion. That's why I'm saying it's beautiful seeing image of her tending to her garden because she feel like it, because she can. When there was a time when it was forced upon her to do it, to use that skill in agriculture. But yeah, I love it. Yes, my people, come on, junction. But like I say, each of these planets have specific characteristics. Jupiter has an energy of expansion. That's the main word I'm going to use for Jupiter. Jupiter, you think of luck and money and new business. And if you got something you want to start, like you come to Jupiter to help bring it up, manifest it, bring it into play. Whatever you can think of, you can make it happen within this energy. I'm everywhere. I'm here like, hey, I got it. I can do it. We can do it. Saturn has more of a restrictive energy. And Saturn, you think of laws. You think of boundaries. You think of being bound. You think of being shackles on my feet so I can breathe. Okay? And when those energies come together, it's like you breaking free of Jupiter's energy is what is the word I'm using for? I'm saying manipulating, but that is not it. That is too harsh. Jupiter's energy is influencing, shifting, molding with Saturn. So that causes you to be able to do a lot of things you want to do. Now, let's go ahead and see about it. Let's see about what we have to look forward to. It's going to be there for, until 2021, like next year, but Jupiter's going to be here for a minute till 2023 or something. It's one of them. I could be so wrong. That's the hood astrology breakdown of it, but let's get into it. What did I just say? It is all about, it is all about expansion. It is all about manifestation. So the first card that I can think of when it's come to, you got a means of getting everything you want, is that this is number one. This is Black Herman here. But he is also the magician. He's the magician. Black Herman was that of a Black magician, usually with these illusionists, usually with anybody that can really make that magic happen. You have all the tools that you need, and that is what he invokes. This card has suits, and each suit are tools. And that is wands, and that is swords, knives, coins, and cups or baskets in this instance. He has every single last one of them elements at hand, on deck. This is Mercury. Gemini's got that energy of Mercury. If anything I know about Mercury, he's about messaging, communication. As above, so below, as within, so without. Here we go. But this is, I'm telling you, this is what is being allowed. This is what you got it. This is the power. This is magic, y'all. This is magic. We're talking about magic, aren't we? On to this power. If you can be your own alchemist, y'all watch Full Metal Alchemist, okay? See now. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, I'm gonna sit right there because these was just at the bottom looking at me. And I had a thought when I looked at one card, and I just wanted to bring it all together because I just saw them two. And that's when I'm gonna get to go in a little bit. So a lot of people talking about these powers that they just gonna get off top, that they just gonna, you're gonna wake up on the 21st and you melanated so that it's activated. You're gonna start flying, you're gonna start jumping off buildings, laser eyes finna come through. Psychic power, I'm talking it all. But I'm gonna say this. If you are not, and I said this, but these two cards finna let me know what's up. Because we got Big Queen right here. Big Queen not too far from, she's number 3, he's number 1. So, oh my gosh. I got all of them here. I got, hold up. And they all, hold up. Okay, so I got 1, 2, and 3. I just realized that. Now they all got something to say. If we going in this order, we in tune right now. And then my dog wants to go outside. Y'all hold on, let me let this dog outside. I get a reason to say this because somebody else saying it. And I love the memes. I know it's a lot of it is in good fun. I'm leery about just hopping on stuff that's hardcore online because everything is filtered anyway nowadays. And when everybody on the bandwagon for some stuff, then I want to be careful of how I approach certain things with that. And it's cool. I love how people were saying that they was gonna power up, and people did, especially spiritual people did, or enlightened people, or anybody period. They participated in some type of way that was healthy and beneficial for them, and I love it because I did my thing. I did my own thing. First off, it was Monday, so I saw to it that my ancestors got good talking to, good what's up y'all politicking, and I made sure to holler at Papa too. I set up for something for Papa Labor too because that was what I do on Mondays. But continuing on, I'll get into more depth of what I did personally, but I'm gonna say this. Yeah, we starting off A1. We're number 1. Let's talk about what came out to play. Start off with that Magician. But look at Big Queen. And I said I had to speak on her because she's in reverse and she's number 3. And when I think of her, she is major matriarch, major nurturer. She creates. She's Big Queen of the Black Indians, and she is a major figure in herself. And when you think of this, you are Venus. You are bringing anything you touch, anything you think of. That is the beauty of being a woman. You are a creator in your own sense because you can conceive a child. That is why we are the ones. We use our womb in so many different ways, and that's what I think of with the Big Queen, with number 3, with the Empress, with this. But she's in reverse. But her green thumb not working. Her green thumb not working. Like it ain't coming on. What is the blockage? What are we blocking ourselves from being in that full divine? This ain't necessarily 10 of coins, like 10 of money, but you got 10 of cups. You got 10 of baskets, family, everything that you want, everything that you need encompassed. You are spiritually inclined, and being spiritually inclined makes you complete and gets you to everything else, the completion that you feel. It is beautiful to have those cups full. What's blocking you from that? What's stopping you from that? I see the bottom of the deck. I'm gonna say this, my people. If you are any of those folks who have not been doing any type of form of work involving getting your download or involving your powers, your head might explode when they do unlock, when things start unfolding. 2020 been about clarity, and we ain't been getting our check proper yet. So I'm gonna say that if you have not been putting in the work, and I'm not talking about just clocking into your job, y'all please know that if you have not even said hey to your ancestors, gotta start somewhere type thing, writing down your dreams, logging your dreams, trying to remember them, eating more electric food, live food, stepping more into veganism or other things like that. I keep saying ancestors because when I tried to record this before, my joke was, if you're making fun of some of your people who might be pouring out food for their people, your ignorance is too deep into your own self. How your power's gonna activate? How can you be open to extraterrestrial when y'all don't even want to accept that there's a whole other realm in front of us now?
Speaking on aliens and extraterrestrials, I heard a lot of reports that there are going to be more sightings of UFOs and extraterrestrials. So we should be on the lookout for what's to come out of the sky. There's a lot of news reports that's going to be out, and we got to decipher what's real and what's not.
I ain't saying you just got to believe in ghosts, baby, but it's spirits around, spirits. And Ada Coin is about work. Ada Coin is about putting in work. He churning it out. It's physical work too, yes. And we all, we all make, if you putting in work, are you putting in enough work for it? And then if you're not, see how we got Big Queen and the Beautiful. This number 2. This why we got number 1, number 2, number 3. Number 1, he's more of the masculine part. He is masculine energy. He's about overt showing. He has physical tools that he is using to bring physical things into play, if that makes sense. Very masculine. But when it comes to number 2 in tarot, and this is Miss Ida, or we can think of High Priestess in tarot, but this is Miss Ida, and she went into she put herself away for 7 days, and she burnt candles and meditated and stayed to herself and got within herself until she got spirit, until spirit and the eye came to her. That's going within self. Usually it is about you got books behind you. You have so much knowledge in a library of things, and you're not reading them no more because you studied up. You have equal balance. When I see the traditional card too, this, even her and herself, her energy is so calm. Like she put in it's inner work. It's all about your inner being, your inner. It's like you transitioning from intuition and building it up inside and working on inside and showing it on the next step, number 3. On the next step, stepping and putting into fruition, making it come true. If we are not doing that and not focusing for real, if you are agreeing with, we gonna segue into this, and it's no disrespect. It's no, because even though my spiritual journey started a couple years ago, it started there, I still have to, even though I'm advancing in some places and I feel behind in that too, but even still wherever I'm at, some people see it and appreciate it, but I need to evolve all around as well, bringing all pieces, physical, realm, every piece of it together as well to be whole. Bring your temple, bring your body into whole. If we not even understand our body a temple, baby, you gotta watch how you exchange your energy, how you gonna download, how you gonna be ready. Like your head will explode with that if you just I can't take it. But no, oh, and they wanted me to tell y'all this for sure. I know for sure. I know for sure they wanted me to tell y'all this. If y'all don't understand, my melanated peoples, and we're gonna wrap up with this. If you do not understand, my melanated peoples, that you already have the power. Okay? It is embedded within you. It is within your DNA. I don't care. I don't give a patoots where you are in life, where you are in this world. If you are part of the peoples anyway, it is already embedded within your DNA, sweet pea. It is already within you. You already got it. You just need to know that it needs to be untapped and unlocked. And each thing we do to just some of the things that I just said. Just some of the things that I just said. The more and more we do all them things, the more thawed out your frozen powers be, okay? What I did, the way I manifested, I've already had things working. I already had things working before. I tell y'all, I don't pay attention hard to astrology or astronomy, but my body natural things let me know how the lunar system is going, and I've talked about that many times. A lot of women can relate being in tune with the lunar phases. Okay, I focused on things that I wanted to manifest. I went to the post office because I'm trying to get the hang of delivering packages, like regularly from my house. And once I got home, I received a package for me pertaining to what I was wanting to do, because that's how I felt like manifesting in the real world was going to actually help. This is a time where if you want things to pop off for you, you do them in the real world. That's why I'm coming here flipping the card or two for y'all. That's why I'm coming using my platform and my channel in different ways, because it's gonna be a stream, It is working its way to be a stream of income. You can have so many baths, you can have so many burning candles for different things and send your intentions. So what's going on with the conjunction for me is a symbolism or a hint for a boost that what I've already tried to put into play. No. I'm sorry. What I've already started and put into play, here's that extra something and sign that you're doing right. You got your right mind on the right thing. Now do this. Do this with it to help you go on and do what you're trying to do. In a nutshell, that pertains to anybody and what y'all going on. So that's why I feel like people should gain from this energy as well and how I'm reading it. But yes, that message did want to get let out. Oh, let's segue into another part, but I'm going to finish up with that. If you are one of those people who believes in vaccinations, you run in to get vaccinations real quick. You believe every single thing that you see and is fed to you and is given to you. You take it in and believe that. My people specific. I'm talking to y'all now. You're not going to charge up. The battery ain't going to turn on. It's not going to thaw out like that. If you are some of those people, and we going to start segue into politics a little bit. If you are some of those people who thinking that the lesser of two evils mean that it's still evil to you and will still strike you and still beneficial for you, and thinking that we're going to have any type of savings, child, it ain't gonna pop off for you yet. It's not going to pop off for you yet. But let's go ahead. Let's segue. Do I want to cut this right here? Yeah, we'll cut it right here. Let's do that. You just stay tuned for part 2. We'll leave it right here and we'll get into getting cute a little deep. But yeah, like I say, this is Tarot with the T with El Roche, and this is our mini series year 2020 wrap up, catch up, me talking, me just doing a couple cards, chilling with y'all anyway. So y'all stay tuned for the next one. All right, peace.